Okay, MD Select, how you doing? Hello, Dr. Select.
Hello. Yes, yes. Hello.
I'm John Bennett.
Yes, nice to meet you. How are you?
Very good. Dr. Select, correct?
Yes, Dr. Salek.
Where are you from? My India?
From Bangladesh. From Bangladesh.
Oh, good. Good. Welcome.
Thank you very much. How do you do when you are? What's the corona issue over there?
We start in 20 minutes.
Okay, okay. I will join then.
Yeah, or about 20, 25 minutes. Okay, I come back. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, oh, good. Good.
John, can you hear me? You're muted, you're muted.
How you doing?
Pretty good, John. How are you doing?
Okay, listen, we have something exciting we can try. Okay, I really want to try that Facebook Live. So
Okay.
what we can do, we'll do the regular show, the presentation with Zoom, and then at the end, you go on the Facebook Live, and okay.
No, can you see this now?
Yeah, I'll show you. Because when you go on Facebook Live, I won't be communicating with you by camera, but you'll be communicating with all your followers by texting. And I'm going to share your screen.
Yeah, what I'm going to do this right now, I'm going to, can you record this on Facebook? I'm going to go Facebook Live.
Okay, yeah, Facebook Live, which is gonna take you off Zoom, because you can't use two cameras. Yeah, so you're gonna have to, okay, tell you what, is Utam there?
Yeah, no, Uttam, but
Okay, you can start a
how do I
Facebook
go-
Live.
how do I go Facebook Live? Do you know how to go Facebook Live?
It's very easy. Just go to,
Yeah, I went to Facebook. Now what do we do?
yeah, I'll show you, I'll show you. Let me get my Facebook,
Okay, I got it. Yeah. Got it.
Okay,
I'm on-
all you
I'm
do,
on live.
all you do is click the Facebook Live and you start your session with your picture there, and you can screen share on Facebook Live. So you can screen share your presentation. You see that, look around there. There's a screen share at the bottom. In the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah, look at the bottom of the screen. Look around, you'll find it. The screen share. Let me see if I can find it here on mine. Okay, live. Hold on, I'm checking mine out now. Okay, yeah, it's new, it's changed. I haven't, okay. Okay,
Let me just come in a minute, John.
Yeah.
I'll be in back in a
okay,
minute. So
okay, I'll be
I
here.
can start live. Actually, I can start live. I can.
We can do the Zoom first.
Yeah. So
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
the like a regular show, and at the end, we'll say, okay, we're gonna go on to Facebook Live now.
let me just make sure that. Let me make sure that the phone is. All right. Now.
You know, they changed it. They used to have a screen share. I'm surprised I don't see it there. So I don't know if you can screen share on your Facebook, your presentation, but maybe at the end, what we can do is say, okay, I'm going to jump onto Facebook Live to answer your questions. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And
so
then what I do is I screen share you on Facebook Live on your account so people can still see it. You know what I mean?
Yes, I get you. So what I'm going to do is right now, I'm going to get this camera on. Okay. And when I need to, I just how do I change the camera? Change to here. How do I change? Yeah. Yeah, change the front camera. How do I do that? This one. Yeah, so maybe I have to get it a bit. Okay. I have to get it a bit here like that. Okay. Right. Now I change the camera. change the camera to. Yes. Yes, now I go live. Can you see if live is okay? Are you comfortable doing this video?
I don't think it's holding.
Yeah, 2 times I think we escaped with the phone. Usually I scratch my phone all the time. It's okay.
Yeah, to screen share on Facebook, you gotta download an extension. Right, so if you add that extension, you'll be able to screen share.
Okay, let me just see if I can do this on Facebook.
Yeah, go to Facebook screen sharing app. And that allows you to screen share your presentation on your Facebook Live.
I don't know. GC has logged in, so just. Okay, you have to put that hard disk here. Put that hard disk here out.
There's Zolo. Hello, Zolo. Hello, Zolo.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, John. Things are going well or anything wrong?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, who's this?
Dr. Salek.
I'm sorry, there's Zolo. Is Dr.
No,
Select?
sorry. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Dr.
okay.
Salek.
Well, then, can you put your face on your camera? We don't see your camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
Hold
go
a
to the
minute.
bottom of your screen. I think, yeah, your picture's
That's-
still there though. See that? There you go. There you go. How you doing?
Yeah, fine. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. So
Okay.
waiting. We're waiting, huh?
Yeah, well, just a few minutes. So we may try something on you. Hello, Marco. We have some.
Hey, John.
Hello, everybody.
This is Marco Maloney from Italy, North Italy. This is I'm sorry, I just met you, sir. Dr. Selek from India.
No, Bangladesh, from Bangladesh.
Oh, I'm
It's
sorry,
good afternoon.
Bangladesh. I'm sorry.
Good,
You know-
good afternoon.
You know, we're the first panelists from Bangladesh we've had.
Yeah, it's good.
See you,
Yeah,
Mr.
from
Singh.
Italy.
Yes, I am. North Italy, 1 hour from Milan.
That's hit really hard by Corona. Wow.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's very hard. Never seen one situation like this.
The world has never seen it like this.
Sorry?
The world has never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
And we can see it well with social media.
Totally new situation in the whole world.
Yeah. Seeing an epidemic with digital tools
Right.
to keep up with everything.
Mm.
Hey,
We ready to start?
yeah, you want to, okay, so we'll just do the regular presentation at the end. We'll try to go into Facebook Live so you can interact with your followers, okay?
Okay, John, so when do you want me to go live?
Don't go live on Facebook now, because you can't from the same account. Like right now, the camera would take over from Zoom, so it wouldn't work. So let's just do a straight Zoom, and at the end, we'll go to Facebook Live to engage your followers on questions, just questions, okay? Well, what do you want to do? What do you think? What do you think? I mean, we can do what we want.
John, what I want to do is we need to go on the neurosurgery coach, and we need to start doing conferences every year. I mean, every month.
Okay,
So till the coronavirus is off, till the situation is off, I am going to start online conferences. So starting from maybe next week onwards, I'm going to ask Atul, maybe Franco, Vlad Benesh, Ali Christ, maybe I'll ask Michael also. I'll ask all these guys so that we can have one meeting after another. So
we can take over neurosurgery education.
Yes, we're going to do that.
Let's
Precisely.
do it.
So that
Let's do it.
you know, we will do these conferences so that we see each other's technique, and you know, we learn from each other, and we teach. For the young neurosurgeons, this will be something which would be really, really good. So this
Okay.
is what I'm planning to do.
Good.
So let us see how it goes. So maybe from next week onwards, we're going to start. So you can start publicizing. You and Hira can start publicizing online neurosurgical TV bar neurosurgery coach conferences. So this will be totally conferences based on surgical techniques, exchanging surgical techniques. So for example, we'll have a theme. You can give me suggestions, maybe Marco and rest of the panel. They can give suggestions. We can have, say, for example, petroclival region 1, brainstem 2, vascular lesions, different vascular lesions, say, starting from simple vascular lesions like the MCA that I'm going to show, 2, basilar tip or superior cerebellar or paracline, really difficult paraclinoid ones. And then we go into AVMs. We can go into meningiomas of the anterior skull base. All this we can slowly start showing. And then maybe by the time coronavirus is over, neurosurgical world, the young neurosurgeons will be much richer.
You're right. Well, we'll be better educated. Well, you know, I've just got a couple of weeks set so I can publicize it, you know, saying, okay, this is a schedule for the next couple of weeks.
Sure,
What do you want to call it? You want to call it any special name to brand it a little bit?
Yeah, so online neurosurgical conferences by neurosurgery coach and neurosurgical team.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Let's start this one, and then we'll go to Facebook Live after. Okay.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
So, my fellow from Indonesia, Ido, is going to do this one. So I'm going to, once I just give you an introduction
Yeah,
and a very basic run through this aneurysm, and my fellow is going to, Dr. Ido is going to, he's a neurosurgeon from Indonesia. He's going to run through this video. So
Okay,
I'm
let
going
me-
to just show you a few things in the
well,
video.
hold on.
And
Let me introduce you first, okay?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
hold on. Let me just do a formal introduction. Good morning. This is Dr. John Bennett, televising from Miami Beach, home of Neurosurgical TV. We have another Neurosurgery Super Sunday with Ib Cherian. But first, let's introduce the panel. Hello, Marco.
Hello everyone, my name is Manuel, second year resident from Dominicana and live in Moscow.
Okay,
Hi.
you wanna show us that snow?
Yes, of course. You can see the beautiful Moscow weather here. Wait, you
Yeah,
can see the Moscow weather here.
we showed you. Let me pinpoint your camera here. Okay. Well, there you go. Hold on. Let me pinpoint the camera. Okay, there we go. There's Moscow. Okay, very good. Hello, Marco.
Hello, everybody. My name is Marco Meloni. I'm a consultant neurosurgeon in North Italy. Nice to see you again.
Well, welcome, Marco. Hello, Zolo.
Hello everyone, I am Zolo Ivan. I'm a CTA medical student from Cameroon. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Okay, welcome, Zolo. Dr. Selek, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, hi everybody. I'm Dr. Saleh, consultant neurosurgeon from Bangladesh Army. I'm the first time here and to join. We are happy to see all of you. And
Pleasure to meet-
especially for Marco, wishing a good recovery from their extensive quarantine activities.
You're welcome. Our first panelist from Bangladesh. Welcome.
Yeah.
Senthil, are you here, Senthil? Dr. Kumar, could you please introduce yourself? Perhaps he stepped away. Go ahead, Senthil. Go ahead, we can't hear you. Okay, perhaps we'll go on to Joanna. Joanna, are you there? And perhaps not when I'm not having good luck, Ike. Okay, Ike, welcome, and it's all yours.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Ike. It's all yours.
IP is muted, I think so.
Oh, unmute. Okay, hold on, Ike. You're unmuted. You're muted there, right? Okay,
Can you
go
see
ahead.
it?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm going to share the screen now. John,
Yes.
I might need a little bit of help. So,
Are you using Facebook? Well, are you using Zoom? Because you can't really mix Facebook Live and Zoom.
No, I want to share the screen, but I am not able to see the share screen.
Oh, at the bottom of the, there's nothing.
No. I'm on the icons. I'm on the, I am on a view where I can only see the thumbnails now. So maybe I have to go to Zoom again.
Yeah.
Yes, now I got it. I'm going to share screen now. Okay.
Okay.
Right. I'm sharing screen now. Can you see this?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So, right. So this is a M2, M3 ruptured aneurysm. Okay. So here we're going to focus. It's not a difficult aneurysm. I've decided that we're not going to show any more complicated aneurysms, but I'm going to show you a very simple aneurysm, and I'm going to show you how we dissect. That's all. So the dissection is going to be very, very minimally invasive, which means we're not going to cut off. Somebody needs to be muted.
Yeah, we're not seeing the video, like,
Yeah, I mean,
you're not seeing anything on.
Yeah. Can you see now?
Now we can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now we can.
Now, yes. Yes. So I'm going to stop this there. And you see this patient has two aneurysms. One is a DACA and one is a ruptured MCA. So we clipped the MCA last week. So this is the aneurysm that I'm going to show you, the MCA aneurysm. Now the thing is, we're going to do a small terional craniotomy, and after that we're going to dissect the sylvian. We're not going to do any temporal lobectomy, nothing. The aneurysm is onto the temporal lobe, I mean, stuck to the temporal lobe, and we're going to dissect all around. We're going to put the clip without really exposing the temporal lobe and everything. So I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay, that's all what I'm going to show you. So it's something for the beginners. It's how to open the sylvian fissure in a very traumatic way. So yes, Ido, you can take over.
Thank you, sir. So this is the 3D CT angle of our patient. You can see the middle cerebral aneurysm.
Sir, could you please introduce yourself first, please?
Okay, John, sorry. My name is Ido. I'm from Indonesia. I'm a resident fellow here with Professor Ibe.
Welcome. Okay, onward.
Okay, thank you. So this is, as you can see, this is the angio of our patients, reconstructive in 3D. You can see the aneurysm, right? We continue. We open the dura maters, curvilinear patients with a terional craniotomy. And after the dura has been flapped, we continue to dissect the proximal sylvian fissure. Before we try to do a cisternostomy first. We try to open the cistern. This is where we open the cistern. We see, do you see that CSF is coming?
He's a big surgeon, right?
You can see that we are opening the cistern right now. We are trying to let go some of the CSF so that the brain can be more relaxed. You can see we are now in the opticocarotid window. You can see there is arachnoid being dissected beautifully. That is the carotid. This is the carotid. This is the optic nerve, you see. We are using sharp dissection. We are continuing the dissection to open the cistern a little bit more. You know, in subarachnoid blood, the cistern is more thick and there is blood everywhere. So this maneuver is important to relax the brain. We are now using a blunt dissection to expose more of the opticocarotid window. In the lateral carotid window, you can see now. And you know, lateral carotid is very safe to be dissected because there are no perforators there. The section is going forward through the proximal of the sylvian fissure. You can see on the right side, there's a temporal lobe. And now we are trying to dissect more. There's the lateral carotid being more visible to us. You can see below the patty. We continue again. Now we are going to try to expose a third nerve. This is the opticocarotid cistern now being opened. You can see there is CSF outflow coming from the cisterns, and the brain is getting more relaxed. We have more window to open the section. You can see there is a posterior PCP there, right there. The posterior clinoid process being exposed. We dissect a little bit more. That's the third nerve coming to view. And right now we are going to dissect the arachnoid of the third floor, unroofing of the third floor. The third nerve floor, unroofing of the third nerve, I mean, sorry. The unroofing is important so that we can open a little bit more of the space. And on unroofing this third nerve, we have to be careful and leave some arachnoid, thin arachnoid, so that the perforating to the third nerve is to be kept. Dissection is continued. Right now, the third nerve unroofing is done, like I said, with a small of thin arachnoid layer being kept in the third nerve. So you leave a little bit arachnoid in above the third nerve, so you're not exposing full of the third nerve. Dissection is continued. As you can see, there is a subarachnoid clot there. Many of the clot, and the arachnoid is very, very thick. Right now we are going for the proximal sylvian dissection. You can see the optic nerve here and the carotid here, and also there is an ophthalmic artery in the middle. We continue dissecting. You see that is the ophthalmic artery between the second nerve and the carotid. We slowly dissecting. Right now we are going inside the proximal sylvian fissure. This is the section of the proximal sylvian fissure, as you can see. Frontal lobe is on the left and temporal lobes on the right. We cut the arachnoid. You can see there is a branch of the MCA in the right, just near the scissor. Hamiyama. We continue forward towards the carotid. This is the first layer of the arachnoid we are cutting. You can see there is another layer of the arachnoid beneath it. We are going to zoom to get more view of this arachnoid, and there is the branch of MCA, and we are trying to dissect the plane between the arachnoid and the branch of the MCA so that we can cut the arachnoid clearly. After making sure there is no perforator or another branch of the MCA, we cut the arachnoid towards the carotid. You can see there is, I put some legends there for orientation. The section is continued until the end of this proximal sylvian fissure.
Towards the carotid, they're cutting towards the carotid.
This is the second layer that we are going to cut, the second layer of arachnoid. We are cutting towards the carotid. We cut it slowly and making sure there are no vessels beneath it. Little bit more. Now you can see there is a branch of the MCA right there in the temporal lobe.
Higher volume, very high volume. Otherwise, you will not hear the recording also will be very high.
Oh, okay. You can see there is the MCA branches in the temporal lobe right there, just above the suction. And this, we have completed the cutting of the arachnoid. We are going forward. There are just a little bit more cutting of the arachnoid. And when it's, this is the last part of the arachnoid being cut. That's the end of our arachnoid dissection. We continue. That's the last part. This is a little bit thick. Then it's done. The arachnoid cutting is done now. You can see clearly the carotid and the branch of the middle cerebral artery. And you can see also that the arachnoid is full of subarachnoid bleeds. And with the blunt dissector, we try to move the clotting. With copious irrigation also is important. You see, we are moving the blood. Copious irrigations. The more, the better. It's a 3mm vessels, and it's very prone to be cut. We retract the frontal lobe. We are trying now to find the aneurysm. Now the temporal lobe is being retracted by gentle suction. And with a 24G needles, we are trying to cut more of the arachnoid to expose the aneurysm that we've been looking for. With this dissection, we have to make sure that the baffle tip is up. With maximum zoom, we are cutting more of the Sylvian fissure. You see how the baffle is up. You use the pointed needles to make a plan there. Okay, you can see there is a branch of MCA there, just beneath the arachnoid that we've been cut. Okay, you see. We continue to expose more of the artery. We continue to expose more of this branch of the MCA. You can see this branch looks like a loop. Probably it's a branch of the anterior temporal artery. We try to free it from the arachnoid. Gentle retraction with suction in the temporal lobe to see more of the plane of the arachnoid. Another step of sharply dissecting of the arachnoid with a 24G needle. You can see that the arachnoid is very thick right here. There is also sign of subarachnoid bleeding, meaning that the aneurysm has been ruptured. We continue dissecting the arachnoid. We are going very slowly and very carefully so that no brain is being injured. Again, gentle retraction. Small bleeders we do by petty and irrigation. Controlling. We're trying to dissect more to free the loop from the arachnoid. As you can see, this is the loop. Now we're moving with blunt dissection. That's the loop coming to view. There's still arachnoid band there. We're trying to release it with sharp dissection. Sharp dissection is being held. And now the loop has been freed from the arachnoid. Just one other thing. There is a small vessels there. I think we can coagulate that. We coagulate that small vessels to release the loop, and so the loop we can mobilize and we can go further to find the aneurysm. Okay, now the loop has been free. We're trying to mobilize it. And after mobilizing the loop, now we start seeing the aneurysm. This is the aneurysm being dissected. Searching for the neck. That's the neck of the aneurysm. Now we are dissecting the dome of the aneurysm. We're completely dissected the aneurysm. Now we're trying to clip the aneurysm. You can see the branch very clearly. There is another branch right there. The clip is going to be this way. Making a little space for the clip. Now we are going for clip. Okay, we are on the neck of the aneurysm. And you can see that the branch is not clipped, but we clip only the neck. Now you can see after putting the clip. And that's it. The clipping has been done. And the aneurysm has been secured. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Excellent. Okay.
Okay, guys, this is one thing. Number one, this was a test of patience for even the viewer. Okay, you must understand that if I do it in 5 minutes, if I edit the video in 5 minutes and show you, it's not very boring, but this is not how an aneurysm is done. An aneurysm is done very, very slow. Okay, that's the first lesson. So you have to have patience. If you don't have patience, if you think, oh, okay, this guy is being too boring, you have to understand that only if you are not in danger or exciting, it's boring. Okay, good surgeons, sometimes guys, when I do vascular surgery, some guys sleep off. I have seen this. Sometimes not, because sometimes it's crazy, but sometimes I see my fellows sleeping off. This is because we go very, 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 very slow. Okay, please remember, it is a patient's life. You don't want to take even a single vessel which is not needed. Okay, you don't want to bipolar a single inch of brain which is not needed. So maybe you spend 4 hours more, But unless you are getting fatigued or unless you are getting really impatient or something like that, go ahead. So this is what I showed. Second, what I showed is there is no pattern for sylvian dissection. People ask me, do you go from proximal to distal, distal to proximal, which side of the vein? Nothing. What did you see? I cut all the arachnoid that I saw. Every single piece of arachnoid that I saw, I cut it. So if you cut the arachnoid, what is left? Vessels. Okay, that is what I saw. So don't have a pattern. Just don't listen to people who say, come from above to below, below to above, come between this vein, go between that vein. No, no pattern. Okay, what you saw is that I cut all the arachnoid around the carotid. Then I started cutting all the arachnoid around the MCA. And finally, I mobilized some of the vessels and voila, the aneurysm was there. You see? So I didn't look for the aneurysm in particular. I just went and kept on dissecting. Now that's boring. People will say, why can't you go straight to the aneurysm? Actually, this is the straightest route to the aneurysm. Believe me, if you go straight onto the aneurysm, you will rupture that aneurysm, you will take a little bit of the temporal lobe, you will bipolar a little bit of those vessels, and that is not a straight route. Okay, that is anatomically straight, but that is not philosophically, surgically straight. Okay, this aneurysm was done within 1.5 hours or 2 hours. With all this dissection, it was done skin to skin, maybe 2 hours at the most. All right, we are not taking too much time for these aneurysms. Yes, it can be done in 25 minutes, but what is the point? What is the point of doing a surgery in 25 minutes? So again, if you can see the, you can see the steps. You can see the post-op scan. See the post-op scan. Okay, absolutely no blemishes. All right. Whatever was pre-op, that is it. Otherwise, no infarctions, nothing, no blood. Patient is walking around on the first day. So this is what you need. Okay. So any questions or any comments, please ask me.
I just
Yep. Sorry.
Please ask.
Yeah. Sorry. You go ahead, Marco. Yes, you go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I just one observation. I saw you put the spatula just after you open the cistern, you get free the ophthalmic nerve. That's interesting because some surgeon put the spatula immediately at the superficial part of the brain, and then they go deeper and deeper. I saw you, and I appreciate a lot. You just get free the third cranial nerve, open the cistern, and just after you put the spatula. This is very interesting.
Yeah, I know. This is how I like it. Because I am a cystonostomy oriented guy, first I go to the cisterns. I don't like superficial retraction bus, because first superficial retraction, then the brain is tight, and then when you retract, this brain is going to get hurt. Okay, so you will have pile breaking and you will have some contusions on this brain. But once first you open the cistern, the brain becomes lax, and then you start retracting superficially, this brain is never going to get hurt. This is something that I have learned over maybe many cases. So this is, I am very glad you noticed this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Salek, just
yes,
sometimes I feel okay by putting a temporary clip and playing with the aneurysm. So what is your opinion regarding this one?
Yeah, see, I agree, but sometimes in MCA, these vessels are diseased, and sometimes you put a temporary clip and a plaque goes off. Most of the time, 90% of the time, nothing happens. But sometimes you put in a clip and temporary clip and a plaque goes off, and then you get an MCA infarct, and you will blame it on the vasospasm. So generally, For my cases, I do not put temporary clips. I mean, all my fellows would tell you. I mean, yes, we have over 600 cases experience. This is not great, but of course, yeah, over 600 cases we have experience. So probably this is why I am comfortable now. And plus, I am very, very slow in this kind of things. So I go around the aneurysm completely, and then I reduce the BP to around 70 mean. And then I am completely sure that this aneurysm is not going to rupture. So then I don't put a temporary clip or anything. I directly go for direct clipping.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, can I?
Yes, Andrea, please.
Hello, everyone. Just a little observation on this temporary clipping. Actually, I think it's interesting because I've seen you operate many times, and yeah, temporary clipping for you, I think it's not very useful because you are very comfortable with the anatomy. But I think maybe for less experienced surgeons, it's something very useful, and that is why also I think it's good to dissect the basal systems first, so that you can get the CSF out, and then you can, if you need, you can apply a temporary clip and then just dissect around the dome of the aneurysm. If maybe it's there's some brain, there's some adhesions, arachnoid adhesions on the dome. I think it's safer if a surgeon is not that experienced.
Yeah, true. So sometimes I say I put the temporary clip on the aneurysm, you know. So after I clip the aneurysm, maybe it's not a perfect clip. After I clip off the dome, then I can free all these adhesions and make my clip a little bit more perfect. This, I call it temporary clip on the aneurysm. So I try to do it that way rather than clip on the vessel, okay? But it is not that I'm religiously against it or something. If I need a temporary clip, if I feel that the turgor of the vessel is too much and when I clip there is a chance of rupture, I always, it is not that I always judge the aneurysm. And if I don't have, sometimes I don't have space and the aneurysm is really turgid, you know, and then I would like to get some space. So I put a temporary clip and then I dissect around, as he said, dissect around, and then I clip. But it's most of the time you may not need a temporary clip. This is my view.
Okay, any more comments, questions? Stuart? Are you there, Stuart? The panel is quiet today.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
Dr. Salek, tell me.
Oh, okay. Another thing, sometimes putting an EVD in the King's point in a swollen brain, I find easier before going to the basal cistern for egression of the CSF. So what is your experience in getting this one or your observation?
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree, but I never do it. I get into the cistern because I generally do cystonostomies in very, very tight trauma. So I'm comfortable going into the cisterns, and I take a long time. So if you see, when I went into the cistern, there was a lot of blood and the brain was actually a bit on the tighter side. So if you keep on opening cisterns and just, you see, I unroof the third now. I was talking about the anatomy of the third now. All that time there was CSF draining out. If you see, once more, I can just show that video. If you see this video, you will see that I was showing people the opticocarotid, ophthalmic artery, third nerve, and how to unroof third nerve. But while I was doing all that, the CSF was keeping on draining. So the thing is, this is the thing, you know, one thing you have to understand in this neurosurgery is that we need immense patience, okay? Yes. Immense patience, and not think towards the aneurysm. I didn't even, if you see, most of the time what I'm doing, I'm not directed towards aneurysm at all. I am just cutting arachnoid. I am just cutting more arachnoid. I am cutting more arachnoid, I am dissecting more. Maybe it's not, there is no direction to all these movements. But finally, at the end of it, my aneurysm presents, he is also bored. The aneurysm gets bored. He says, okay, fine. Listen, this guy is doing too much of things and he's boring the crap out of me. Here I am.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how it should be done. Aneurysm surgery should be done. If you focus on to the aneurysm and do everything towards the aneurysm, then maybe the aneurysm makes it a bit difficult for you, you see.
Yeah,
But
it must be angry. Huh?
So he doesn't even know that he thinks that I am here for some other pathology. I open the third nerve, I open membrane of Lilliquist, I keep on taking a blood out, I keep on washing. Suddenly, aneurysm presents his neck and I clip and come out. You see, this is how it is done. Okay, so cisterns are the way to go about it. Open the cisterns, open all the cisterns, even the other side, even the posterior fossa cisterns. Open everything. The brain will become lax, and after that, it's much more easier for you.
That's good. That's good teaching.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Seems,
You're welcome.
Go ahead.
It seems like the philosophy of sculpture Michelangelo, that wanna move the sculpture from the stone and not create the statue. So you
Yes,
remove aneurysm from all the arachnoid and not just direct to the aneurysm. It's great.
Yes. Michelangelo famously said, I just remove the stone around the sculpture. That is all.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, I don't make the sculpture. So this is the same principle, exactly. This is the same principle that you need to do. You take off all the arachnoid and the aneurysm has to stand there completely naked, okay, in shame, so that we can clip it off. All right. No, don't try to completely go towards the aneurysm, retract the brain and only focus on the aneurysm. No. The surgery, even skull-based tumors, you must understand, is dissection. The tumor would be ashamed standing there, and there is no need. So this is why impossible patients, you must have impossible patients. I mean, you should not sleep off during the surgery, but otherwise everybody else should, okay? You should see that, right?
Okay,
So,
Manuel?
yeah, from next week onwards, we start doing operative videos. We can show you some AVM, some brainstem. We are doing this patient. This patient has a DACA aneurysm also unruptured. So I will show you. We will do this this week, and then we will show you this DACA aneurysm also. So Ido is with me right now. We were supposed to have some 4 or 5 fellows this month, but thanks to the coronavirus, we are having only Ido, who's trapped here, who cannot go anywhere also. So
how long is he there?
He is here
Who
till
knows?
the coronavirus stops.
Oh, wow.
Unlimited.
Oh, wow, it's a long fellowship.
No,
He must be lucky.
He's trapped in a good place.
That's good. That's good. That's great. A lot of Momo. Okay, we'll end this, and we can experiment with the Facebook Live after if you like, but we'll end this formally right now, okay? So thank you.
John, yes, we will do this. Yeah, we will do this sometime.
Okay.
So,
Okay, right now we're just going to experiment with Facebook Live panelists. We're trying to engage like followers so that he can text them during his presentation, or they can text him. Because like a lot of people, well-known people on Facebook, I've had 5,000 followers, and most of those followers obviously are neurosurgeons. We're trying to get them involved in this dialogue. Oh, great, we have an Indian neurosurgeon who really knows more about this than anybody in the world, Janki. Janki's here, right? So, and he can help us work out this screen share, I think.
Janaki,
you there? Hey. Hello, Janaki.
Hey, Ryan.
How are you? Dr. John, Dr. Ayap, I can see you very well.
Well,
How are
you picked a great time to come because we're talking now we're talking now, Janky, about a platform you use very well, Facebook Live, screen sharing. Can you instruct
There's a lot
iPad
of
to
noise.
do that? Hello, Janky, can you instruct iPad to do the Facebook Live screen share?
There's a lot of noise. I can't hear you properly.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're live yourself, right?
Yeah. Narayan,
Hello?
Yeah.
Narayan, can you?
It's having
Narayan,
problems
can you
with
see me?
audio.
Narayan, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you, but there's a lot of noise.
Oh, a lot of
There's a
noise.
lot of noise.
Okay, I think the rest of the guys need to be muted. So I'm going to share my Narayan, just for you. I'm going to share the most important contents of the video once more.
Okay. Okay, I had to mute Janky. Okay, yeah, we can see it.
Well, we're just going to show. Janaki, can you see this?
Hold on, I muted him. Okay.
M3 aneurysm.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
an
So,
very nice video. Yeah.
yeah, can you see the dissection? That is a carotid,
Beautiful.
and that is the optic nerve.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you can see even the ophthalmic artery there on my arrow. That is the ophthalmic artery.
Yeah.
And that is a carotid. That's the anterior temporal loop. So we are dissecting out all the vessels. There is a small, a millimeter, maybe a 0.4 or 0.3 millimeter vessel there. So we are taking, I mean, that connection, we are taking it off from the loop, and then after that, that is aneurysm. So there is a
Wow.
there is a small silk sari over the aneurysm. I am not going to disturb it. That is a MCA coming, and that is a bifurcation. You can see one branch of the bifurcation. You can see now the other branch of the bifurcation, one branch of the bifurcation, and then that is enough for me. So I don't need it to be completely. So now you can see the aneurysm. So you can see the other side of the neck of the aneurysm. The silk sari is still on. You can see the sari is still on. So that is a ruptured aneurysm. And now that is one branch, that is another branch according to the angiogram. There's no other branches, so it's easy. So we just have to put the clip there. That is all. So we go with the clip, and then after that, we just clip it. Enter.
Brilliant.
And yes. So little bit away and then clip. So that is it. So
Wow. Brilliant video.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Narayan. So
Well,
yeah.
Well, you know, Ike, we're gonna have to request a consultation from Dr. Janicki, because he really knows how to use Facebook Live. And hopefully, Dr. Naran, you can show Ike how you use the Facebook Live screen share.
Actually, I'm actually traveling by car. Now I can't do that. Actually, there's a system called the OBS system. It's called the OBS system.
Okay.
And if you ask your IT guy, the OBS system, now we don't need any software. You just can stream through the OBS. It's so easy. We do it almost every other day now.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it's actually brilliant. And yeah, the platform like a Zoom, like this internal platform, doesn't attract a lot of crowd. Whereas if you have a Facebook with a Facebook Live, we can actually directly interact with all the people one-to-one. It's so easy.
Well, I'll talk to you later, okay, about that. But we definitely want to do that. You and Ike are going to get very important in these days of coronavirus.
Yeah.
Because, as you know, people aren't traveling, and And that is a great platform you're doing for the ENT community and the skull-based community. So we got to learn how to incorporate the Facebook Live into our presentations.
Tomorrow, I think I might be going live on a trigeminal neuralgia. I'm doing a microvascular decompression. So
Okay.
I'll be doing it live. I will inform you what time, because I will ask my anesthetist and tell you, so we can stream it on your TV. Live.
Excellent, excellent. We'd be glad to do it. Okay, very good. Okay, any other comments from the panelists?
Yes, hello, Professor Wright.
Go ahead,
Yes,
Manuel.
Manuel. Tell Manuel.
I have well, two questions. First, when the quarantine is gonna stop? Do you know?
What we beg your pardon?
When's the
The
quarantine gonna
quarantine, when
stop?
it's gonna stop?
The coronavirus?
Yes.
Maybe by September.
Yeah, I think when they
I
get a
hope.
vaccine, I think that'll be a big step.
Well, no. My question is, Professor, do you think the relationship between the when we train with rats and we make the dissection between the artery, the aorta, and the cava vein in the rats, do you think that exercise can be helpful for us to make Sylvan dissection, to dissect the arachnoid? Do you think it can help?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Of course. The vena cava in the rat is very, very thin, extremely thin. So you need very, very fine dissection for this. We used to teach this earlier, the dissection between the vena cava and the aorta in the rats. So there is a very thin membrane covering it. And so you use an insulin needle with a high magnification. You use an insulin needle and you just take off this membrane and then dissect. So this is something that will be helpful for vascular dissection. Yes, for sure.
Yes, because in the beginning when I was trying, I accidentally, I have like a lot of rats in my back.
Yeah, so it really helps. It's definitely helps the live rat dissection. So we are starting a live rat lab also in Nobel, and there is a company which is sponsoring us for all these anastomosis and everything. So we will be I mean, when you come next time, we will be happy to
yes.
Narayan is in his car going to
all is finished. Since all is finished, I will go there, but I have 5 days in home already without getting out. So
wow, you can't go to the hospital?
No, it's because I was in Spain.
Okay.
And after I came from Spain, they told me countries like Spain. Yes.
So
I think Marco. I think I meet you, Marco, right?
Yeah, Marco's from Italy.
Yes, I think I meet him.
Marco, you there? Yeah, Marco, you're there.
I don't know.
Have you met Marco?
Okay, yo te conozco.
Oh,
I think
maybe during my residency in Monza, perhaps.
No, maybe in a training course in Europe, maybe, I don't know, maybe.
It's possible.
Because I am resident.
Oh, wow. It's possible. Actually, I don't know. I did many courses in Europe, in Denmark, peripheral neurosurgery, in United Kingdom, and the last in Holland. Maybe you were there.
No, I've never been Holland, but it's the face. It's similar. It's similar.
Okay. Well, it's a common face, I guess. Not so beautiful, but.
No, John,
Professor
I want Narayan also, and I want Marco, everybody to participate in these online conferences that we are going to launch. So I've told Luis and all the guys in Neurosurgery Coach so that we're going to have these conferences with the Neurosurgery TV, Neurosurgery Coach, and one mentor each day. So one day it can be Narayan, one day it could be Luis, one day it could be Ali Krisht or Juha, or somebody. So we keep on doing this. So probably till September. Why I said September is because take the number of days for the virus in China to come, I mean, to its ascendancy and descendancy. So consider that there are 5 phases. So These 5 phases in Europe, it's going up now. Only in Italy, I'm sure there will be a second phase for the rest of the Europe, then for the Americas and South Americas, then for Asia and rest of Asia, there will be at least 5 phases. And I think it is going to, and during all this time, it's going to be continuing as a pandemic because it's highly contagious. And unless something is in, they figure out a vaccine or a medicine or something, it is going to continue till September. So let's be ready for that. And during this time, all these conferences are going to be canceled, is what I think. And the only way that we can impart neurosurgical education is online. So let's get on with that.
We're ready.
All right, guys.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I will carry on. I will have to go home. I mean, if I don't, I will be dissected very slowly. So just like just like I did on the TV. So I will need to go. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I will end this formally.
Professor.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay, very good. Well, I'll just leave it open here. We can just chat, and you can leave when you want. It doesn't matter. So, hello, Stuart. Stuart, we haven't heard from you. Can you hear me, Stuart? Stuart está de Ecuador, ¿verdad? Stuart. Let me try to get him. We haven't met him. Nope, perhaps. Stuart, you there? Está allá, Stuart? Nope, perhaps he stepped away. Yeah, Dr. Janicki, put me together with your technician. If you can.
Actually, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, maybe I will. Today is a Sunday, so tomorrow I'll put you on to Dr. Sri Harsha.
Yes,
he's a
please.
savvy. He's a guy who does everything for me. He's too good, and he will operate your computer from our place, and we will get on how to do this Facebook Live.
Well, that's a big step. Screen sharing in Facebook Live. That's a big step.
Yeah.
Because like you say, you connect with the audience in a different way. I've seen the way that you connect to your audience by texting, which is fine. It creates interaction, and it's very effective. And because we're not reaching people, not enough people are coming into the panel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's shy. I don't know what it is really, but we have to adapt to reality and try to get those people involved, and they'll get involved like yours, like you do with your. They're very active. They text all the time. So we'll work on that.
Tomorrow I'll put you on to Dr. Sri Harsha. So we will connect live on the Facebook, and we will try to do something.
Okay, what time tomorrow is your trigeminal? Is it 8 in the morning?
I'm not sure, because I will. Time is it right? Miami?
Yeah. Just let me know.
I will let you know. For sure.
Very good.
Thank you, Dr. John.
Sure, it's a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure.
Well, Naran, I'm not people as good as you are, but people are starting to do this. Doctors are starting to do it. You've got a head start, and you're leading the way. But I'm seeing more channels in Latin America. They're starting to do live. They're starting to do live webcasts, but not many people are utilizing Facebook Live yet. They will when they see how useful it is.
Especially because of the corona outbreak. I think now is the time we'll have to really,
put it in high gear. Put it in high gear.
More.
Yeah, and we're learning the promotional aspects too. Fortunately, it's built into Facebook, the promotion, but we can get better at that. I haven't started with the paid placement of Facebook, but that's another area where it can be very effective. A small investment, I think, in Facebook postings would help with someone that really knows what they're doing. It sounds like your technician knows a lot about Facebook, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the key. The Facebook is it's so useful. So
Yeah, that's right.
anyways,
So
okay,
we will-
we'll definitely see you
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Hello, Malesh, are you here? Let me introduce this neurosurgeon. Malesh, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, I can hear you, sir. Good
Okay,
evening.
welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's good to hear from. It's good to hear something from Dr. Janki Raman.
Well,
I'm a big fan of him.
Oh, oh, really? Here he is. He's here in living color from his car.
Thank you so much.
He's doing lot of endoscopy, and we people would like to excel in that particular branch. So I try to follow your videos whenever it's being displayed on Facebook and all like.
Thank you, Dr. Malesh. Thank you. Really appreciate
so much,
it.
sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Dr. Malesh,
Hello, Bennett.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm happy to see Janagiram here because we met him in Dhaka, Bangladesh several times. And I'm thankful to him that he sometimes operate my patients that I send to him. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Nice to see him. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mohammed. Thank you so much.
It's a good place, a good platform
all
to
the
find.
friends on a Sunday. It's so nice that Dr. John is doing all this. It's beautiful to see all our friends throughout the world, and especially when a time when it's like forced jail. We are forced to stay in our country, and all the foreign appointments are cancelled. And it's good in one way to meet up through Facebook and Zoom.
Yeah, Malesh, we just had a conference from Japan with Dr. Yoko's fellows yesterday. They had fellows from India, fellows from Japan, from other places. Malesh, that went well yesterday. We're editing it now. We're separating the videos for all the presenters. So that's another way we're improving. Janaki is. We're cutting up the videos in a conference into separate videos to try to build up people's video resume. Anyways, let's try to meet some. Stuart, are you there yet? Or Joanna? People we haven't met that, as you can see, networking is a very important part of this technology. Leo, are you there? Talha? And anyone that hasn't been introduced, we'd like to meet you. Because, of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it's nice to meet people from around the world. Stuart? Oh, Leo. Leo was there. Hey, how you doing, Leo?
I'm good. Thank you, John. Good morning, everybody.
Where are you from?
I'm from Cameroon.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. I think you've probably been to some webcasts, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we had one yesterday from Cameroon. Yesterday at 6 o'clock. I don't know if we had one.
During the meeting yesterday, but I had to go because I was on call. So.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, let's see. Let me show you the conference we had from Cameroon yesterday.
John Bennett, I need to go.
Okay, Dr. Slick, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
And you're welcome anytime. Do we have have your email address?
Yeah, should be.
No, do you get we have an email list where we send out notices of
Yes,
conferences.
I got it from the email.
Okay, good. Okay. Thank you for coming.
Thanks everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, Malesh, is your camera working? Your camera's not on. And Stuart, your camera's not on either. Hello, Stuart? No. Okay. Joanna, are you there? I'm just trying to meet these people. Malesh, can you put your camera on there, Malesh? It's not on. But we had Leah, we just finished, but I'll send you a copy.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, basically, they went over a case of an aneurysm, but you'll be able to see that. So anyways, okay, we'll wrap this up, gentlemen, and thanks for coming. Here's someone else coming in. Wow. I understand from talking to people, Leo, in Africa, it seems that coronavirus restrictions really haven't hit Africa.
Actually, there's just few cases in Africa. Like in Cameroon, we just have like 3 cases up to the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic. So for now, we are just at the state of the prevention.
Okay, is there any travel restriction? Like, can you leave Cameroon? Can you fly into Cameroon? Or
for now, there's no restriction.
Okay.
For now, the Ministry of Public Health is just warning people and giving some advices to avoid the disease.
Right, right. Of course, in Italy, it's strict. Can you go to different towns, Marco, or are you limited to your town?
No, fortunately, you cannot. You're advised to avoid to move just for some shop at the supermarket, but cannot go in by car in other town.
Okay, don't go to other towns in your car.
No, not at all. Just consider I got my girlfriend 1 hour and a half of car from here. I cannot see her since 1 month.
Wow. Do they check? They have checkpoints or anything to check?
Yeah. There are throughout the road. There are patrol, police, carabinieri. And they stop you and ask you where you're going. If you don't have any justification, any reason, you can be you can receive a bill or
citation.
Yeah, yes, citation.
Oh wow!
It's very hard, but it's needed in this case because we got a lot of cases in North Italy. Is a very involved by coronavirus, so it's hard, very hard psychologically. But
yeah, is a lot of people walking around with masks on?
What? Sorry?
A lot of people walking around with masks on. Masks?
Yeah, not a lot because most part of people stay at home.
Okay.
So you cannot see so many people out.
Right,
but
outside.
People that walk use the mask. I got my mask to get out. If I need.
In Shanghai, the streets are empty. The second biggest city in China, the streets are empty.
In Milan too. Milan is terrible. You see some pictures, some video of Milan, place with a lot of crowd now are completely empty.
Right.
Completely. Is totally a new situation for us. We know
for everybody. This we've never seen this in our lifetimes. It's kind of like the internet kind of changes everything. The news and what you get and what you hear. It's so different than before.
Yeah. Your example, John. I cannot continue my to study neurosurgery, to have some touch with colleagues or with my family by helping of the internet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to get more popular because of the reason, obviously. But I mean, certain things become more important during certain times of our history.
What about you, John, in Miami, in East Coast?
No, there's not too much. There's a couple of people walk around with masks, and there's nothing mandatory, and people don't want to touch each other. When they shake hands, they bump elbows now. They don't shake hands as much, and there's not as much touching, and there's a lot less European people here, obviously, because people can't travel here.
Yeah.
So the town of Miami Beach is not empty, but mostly American tourists. There's no restrictions now on America where you can go. I could fly to Hawaii now, but I don't think it's going to be around too much longer. the flights to Hawaii are like cheap, $400 to go to Hawaii.
Wow.
That is, I mean, normally it's 1,300, 1,400. But if you get to what, you might get stuck there. Which wouldn't be bad, but my work is here in Miami. I don't want to get stuck somewhere. So like you, I'm staying close to home and getting ready technically for, we had 3 conferences yesterday, and I think that will increase. Dr. Janicki, Marco, does excellent webcasts, and you'll get notices. Tomorrow we're going to televise his trigeminal. I don't know if you're interested in that, but he does a lot of televising. He's very good at it. He's very good at it. He uses Facebook Live, Marco. It's different from Zoom. And actually, you don't have any face-to-face contact with him, but you see his face, you see the presentation, and you can text questions to him in Facebook Live. And he gets a lot of interaction. You're going to see that if you watch it. Of course, you watch it on his Facebook page. But he has a technician. He kind of does some things so that he can screen share and have a presentation and take questions, text questions from the audience. I got to learn how to do that from him, and we'll be doing it too. Because no, we'll do this, but then we'll say, okay, we're going to Facebook Live for questions from the audience. Because people seem to be less shy about doing it without seeing their face. You know, with the questions, maybe I bet you I would get a lot of questions from his 5,000 Facebook followers who obviously are interested in neurosurgery. I think if they could text a question to Ike, they would do that more. But we'll see. So, anyways, okay, going to work out, Marco.
Oh, today I'm at home, so I'm not on call.
You can't work. Can you go to the gym?
I go in my personal gym. Also, the gym are closed because the corona.
Oh, that's right. Your private gym. That's right. With your private trainer.
My lord, I don't know if you can see him. You see there?
Oh wow! Yeah, you're all set. You got your own private gym.
Yeah, I got my personal corner, my gym corner.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Marco. We'll see you later.
See you. Bye.
Bye.